eyes are heavy blue, one to love and one to lose. Sweet divine, the heavy truth, water or wine, don't make me choose. I wanna feel the way that we did that summer night. Drunk on a feeling, alone with the stars in the sky. I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys, saw the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I look for love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Macy Iceplex here at Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona for our second game of the doubleheader tonight. This time we have LMU and ASU again, but this time D3 edition, two different teams facing off. My name's Ethan Stalker. Alongside me tonight in long break, joining me on color. Lot to look forward to tonight. This ASU team has looked really good in their last three games, 3 straight wins for them. How do you think they need to continue this hot streak, Aiden?
Just keep scoring goals, playing solid defense, playing a physical game of hockey, and just keep the pressure going.
This ASU team, 3 straight wins for them. 4-3 win at Colorado Mesa, 3-1 win at GCU, 2-3 win at Nebraska, and then before that, a loss to Miami and a loss to Western Michigan, but a 3-game heater for the Sun Devils. And we're going to head down the ice here for starting lineups and the national anthem.
Your Sun Devils are head coached by Vincent Holt. Fans, at this time, we ask you please rise if you are able. Kindly remove your caps and join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And with that done, we are ready to go here at the Macy Iceplex. And I'm going to apologize in advance. We have some interesting numbers on our call sheets today. Not everything is matched up perfectly, so we're going to do our absolute best to get everybody's names right. But the best is all we can do. In the pipes for both sides, Spencer Lebick on one side for the Sun Devils, and his counterpart on the other, Ethan Hans. Spencer Lebick for the Sun Devils, a freshman wearing number 32, rostered at number 1 on this roster. And he's had a couple starts to this D3 squad, but we'll see what he has in store tonight. Coming off the heels of a 10-4 win for the D2 squad against the same opponent of LMU. So we'll see if D3 has some of the same magic the team above had. And we are ready to go here as both teams line up for the opening draw. And in this late night game in the Macy Iceplex, we are underway. Draw one back right away by ASU, and it finds Adam Kaplan. Kaplan to his forehand, tries to go north with it in the feet of Guz. Reinbacher moves it over. Kohane tries to snap one through but can't. Sent in deep by the Sun Devils. They'll look to get it on the forecheck. Now on the wall with it is Rosenberg. Digging away for it. This one's won by LMU. They'll come the other way with it. Knifed right back into the zone. Good play by Kohane there. Off the skate of an LMU player, and this one will go all the way down for icing, as it does have the legs for it, and an early offensive zone draw for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, and just as I said at the start of the game, ASU just needs to keep the pressure up, and they're doing exactly that, winning the face-off and now already having an offensive draw opportunity.
Just 35 seconds rather into this one, and already a little bit of an offensive spark being shown from the Sun Devils as they'll win this one up to the point. Send right back down to the half wall with it is Kohane. Now behind the net, looking for options as a couple bodies dig away at it, and the Lions emerge. To the half wall now, trying to break this one out cleanly, and this one's sauteed to the far side, and giving chase now is Reinbacher. Or that is Zettler, rather. Kept in at the line there. Felton had it for a moment, but it's right back to the possession of Zettler. Banked over. Adam Kaplan now picks it up on his backhand. Snap far side through the middle, but that's blocked down by a body. That was Cronin. Zettler back to get it once more. He's at the end of a long opening shift. It's been about a minute and a half. Now coming the other way is Urkanen. Urkanen dishes out, trying to find Urkanen again, but they couldn't quite connect. Now Tallis with it. Zipped across to Dylan Wendt, the leading point getter for this Sun Devil team with 1 goal and 4 assists, 5 points on the year in the early stages for him. Tallis now with it, trying to regroup. And it'll go right back to him. Tallis on his backhand. He dishes this one forward. Now with it is Gramlich. But he loses possession, and now Tallis will be back to chase again. Sent through the middle, finds Urkanen, and he dishes this one ahead to Cole Allison. Glove down by Lyon, and they'll look to go north with it themselves. Now this one's banked to the stick of Gramlich. Off the skate there, and off sides of Cole Allison. So really no threatening chances for either side in the first 2 minutes of this one. No shots for either side as well, as we remain knotted at zeros here. Stepping in to take the draw now is Rosenberg. The whistle here going to be what appears to be a hand pass. Or no, flipped out of play, so we'll get a new puck, and we'll go right back to where we came from at center ice for another draw. Rosenberg digging away at it, and he'll come away with it as he kicks this one back to Cobley, and now over to Morgan. Palawatis dishes this one ahead. Rosenberg with a chance now from a sharp angle, but that's right into the chance of Ethan Hahn there. So first shot of the game coming from the Sun Devils, and they'll have an offensive zone draw to build on that, as Rosenberg will stay out there, this time losing the draw, but it finds its way back to him. Now down low, picking it up below the goal line is Palawitis, who sauces it up to Cobley. Cobley just fans on that one, but gets a break as it goes back to Palawitis. Now behind the net for the Sun Devils, looking to set up offensive possession here, jamming away on the near post, but to no avail as they can't quite break through. Morgan racing up to keep it in, and he does a good job there. Bringing it around the net, looking for some support as Morgan still has it before kicking it up to Cobley. Now Palawitis with it behind the net. Thrown to the front, but nobody there. And LMU will look to transition themselves, but they quickly throw it away right back to Morgan. Cobley sends it far side to Palawitis. Palawitis down the right wing. Takes a shot and a pad save there by Ethan Hahn. So he's feeling a little bit of rubber early as he's faced 2 shots and has come up with both of them. And this one's going to be sent down, no icing here. Zettler giving chase. He comes away with it now, trying to go forward. but this one hops away from Drake Sullivan. Now LMU trying to spark something of their own as the ice has been tilted for ASU early on in this one. Zettler with it now, fending off Cronin down low, and Cronin comes away with it momentarily, but this one's just thrown below the goal line before Lebeck kicks his net off.
Yeah, and like you said, tilted ice, they've held possession. ASU has held possession for what seems like this entire game. And if they're going to just keep getting shots on, eventually one will hit the back of the net.
And not a ton of shots for the Sun Devils yet, as this face-off will come outside, only 2. But still 2-0 here, and what has been a defensive first 4 minutes of play here. Kaplan dishes it over and now slid up to Drake Sullivan. Sullivan protecting it out wide. He'll take this one below the goal line, tries to put one short side, but couldn't find the gap. Hard hit there, as a body was laid by a Sun Devil below the goal line, and this one's thrown on net by Zettler, but that's gloved by Hahn. So another offensive zone draw coming for the Sun Devils here, as it'll be Freeman to take the draw, Sullivan and Ubrig at his wings. Whistle blown here. Somebody appeared to cross into the circle, but we'll have a redo with the same centers. Friedman one forward to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to throw one to the high slot, but it's blocked down. Now rimming it up the wall, stepping in is Adam Kaplan. Kaplan trying to get it below the goal line, and he does, but loses possession. Now Sullivan on his backhand trying to throw it in front, but that skitters away from him. Shoveled out by the Lions, and Kaplan will pick it up and look to regroup. Thrown to his forehand. Ubrig's there to pick it up. Ubrig waiting patiently as he'll find time and space back in his own end. Tallis now banks it ahead. Kohane with it, but he turns it over. Chance here for LMU. Cronin thrown to the front. Had a body there. It was Hudson Brown, but couldn't quite pull the trigger as Tallis comes the other way now. Tallis driving to the net, but that one's knocked away from him. Now Guz giving chase. He has it below the goal line now. Skating it up to the point. He'll slam on the brakes and head back down with it. Thrown on net, but that stopped behind. Looking to bat it in was Kohane, but he didn't get all of it. Snapped over Tallis. A lot of time and space on the right side. He lets one go, but a save by Hahn with the blocker. And now went with it. He kicks it right back over to Tallis. Shuffled on his backhand forward to Guz. Guz slips one. Still with it without a glove now is an LMU defender, and Guz gets a shot away, but the left pad of Hahn is there. Up for grabs here. Went can't quite keep it in, so he'll bring it back as he sends one over to Guz. Guz back over to Went. Went crosses the red, tries the sachet through one, but can't quite maintain it. But good support here by the Sun Devils as Went gets it back up top. Sent through, but just wide. Kohane with it now behind the net. Digging away at it. He still has it. Guz there to support. Kohane comes away with it. Guz lays a hit there. Multiple bodies converge below the goal line. Battle for possession. Shaking a hit once more is Guz. End of a long shift for him. Now up top is Went. He chips it down low. Looking to grab it there was a Sun Devil body, but this one will come all the way out to Cole Allison. Allison dishes it ahead to Tallis. Tallis sends one far side now, but a good glove there to knock it down by an LMU body. Went now stepping forward, but this one's just hammered ahead. Tallis will get there first, so no icing called. And he has a forecheck him on him. It's Baldwin, but he sends it all the way down. No icing on the play. Sent forward, touched ahead once more. Finds the stick of Cobley, and now Morgan. Morgan with a head fake. He throws it up the wall. And now looking to go the other way is Allison as he intercepts. Thrown in front. Chance there, but nothing doing for the Sun Devils. Good stick there by Hahn. There's a chance in front there for what I believe was Cade Gramlich, as he has it now. Trying to go north, but it's taken off his stick by Baldwin. Good pressure, though, by Gramlich to get it back. Gramlich on his forehand, trying to throw something in front, but couldn't quite get it there as he takes a hard hit there. He'll go down, but no arms in the air. Gramlich again with it. Thrown to the front, chance for the Sun Devils, but Allison couldn't put it home. Colby now throws one again, and this one's blocked down. Once again, Colby, he'll go to Allison, but they can't quite connect. Colby once more. Sent on his backhand over. In the corner now, this one's fluttered up top to Morgan. Morgan using his legs, trying to evade a defender, and he will as this one's sent down to Gramlich. Gramlich back up. Morgan with a chance on the high slot, but he sailed it over the top. Narrowly missing there was Morgan as he had an opportunity to put the Sun Devils up one. Now with it, knife forward. Morgan keeps it in, trying to advance it, but it finds the stick of a Lion, and they'll try and catch him on a change now, but won't be able to. Again, LMU with it in their own end, which is where they've been a lot for this one. 9 minutes in here, no whistles in quite a while, as we've had some fast-paced hockey here in this first period. Adam Kaplan with it now. Kaplan tries to slide it forward, but he loses it to Cronin, and then moves it back to Zettler. Fired ahead. With it now is Rosenberg. Far side to Kaplan. Kaplan with speed. Moves this one ahead to Powitz. Right back to him. Good give and go. Thrown to the front there. Rebound popped up in the air. Good control there by Hahn. Now with it is Powitz. Tight curl from him as he tries to get this one across the red and will. Powitz still with it, but he loses at the blue line, and here comes LMU the other way. Opportunity for Brown. Brown driving the net. Good save there by Lebick. Cronin was looming as well, but a good job to swallow that one up from Spencer Lebick, and we remain scoreless here about halfway through this first period. No whistles there, Aiden. What did you think of those first 10 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Not a lot of whistles there. ASU held possession on the LMU side of the ice for a very long time. Got 7 shots up, but Hahn is looking great behind the pipes, between the pipes.
Hahn holding strong so far. Lebick just came up with his first save of the night, so quite lopsided so far as this one's thrown just wide. Brown had a chance on the rebound but couldn't get there. Powell-Wittis now snaps one far side to Rosenberg. Rosenberg cutting to the middle. 2 drop passes there. Wentz sends one through. Squeaking bottom to score! Not sure who got the last touch on it, but it was a shot by Dylan Wentz that squeaked through the body of Ethan Hahn, and just like that, the Sun Devils are on the board. So Dylan Wentz, the leading point getter for this Sun Devil squad, gets his second goal of the year. So it seems as he was the first one to go through the handshake line, but we'll see if the officials saw something different.
Yeah, and that just shows if you just keep shooting, one will eventually land. 8 shots, they finally land one.
Sun Devil goal scored by number
LMU in search of a response now as Slazeman sends this one down low. Gill battling away through it, but Friedman comes away, trying to go north and build upon this ASU lead. Ubreg throwing one in his backhand, but can't get it around Felton there as battle ensues at the blue line. Coming away with it is Gill. Gill throws one on net. Good block there by Wentz. Dylan Wentz with it now. Bringing it around the net. Throws one on his backhand. Good find to Friedman. Friedman now across the blue. Slides one ahead. Sullivan was there for a moment. Friedman on the hammer, but that's gloved by Hahn. So it looks like they'll give the goal to Joseph Rosenberg, who might have gotten a piece of it or tapped it in. So it'll be Rosenberg from Wentz and Tanner Badame. And the Sun Devils open the scoring here just 10 minutes into this one. Same line out there for the Sun Devils, as this one's won by Friedman. Cobley sends this one down low. Giving chase here is Sullivan, but he can't get there. On the half wall now, but hemmed in there by Morgan. Sent all the way through the middle. Cobley will pick it up, and he sends it ahead to Sullivan. Now in the possession of LMU is this one snapped far side. Through the middle again. Sullivan gets a stick to it, but it finds an LMU body as now Morgan will have it in his own end. Ahead now to Cronin. trying to beat one. This one's left behind. Sierra was there for a moment, but LMU having some miscommunications here. Friedman and Sullivan. Friedman trying to step around one as they might have had an odd man rush, but not quite. Ubrick trying to keep it on sides, but can't quite get there. So we will go to neutralize for a draw. Neutral zone draw, full line change for the Sun Devils as this one's won back and sent over to Kaplan. Kaplan banked ahead. Guz will send it in deep. And LMU will collect behind their own net. Turned over now. Here's a chance for the Sun Devils as they bring this one up high. Sent down low. This is Guz with it now. Cutting to the middle. He takes a spill. Wants a tripping call, but nothing happening there, and we'll have a hand pass. So a hand pass brings this one outside to the neutral zone, and 9 shots for the Sun Devils, 2 for the Lions, and score shows that imbalance 1-0 for the maroon and gold. Kicked back now with it is Renbacher, throws one to the middle. Cronin intercepts that. Zettler with it now. Knocked off his stick. Here's a chance for Friedman the other way. Friedman pulling to his forehand, but what a play by Adam Kaplan. Rebound chance for Cronin. But Lebick is there again. Lebick with the save. What a play that is by Adam Kaplan to break up what could have been a dangerous scoring chance for Friedman. And then Lebick on the second chance opportunity as well. 4 bodies still digging away in the corner nearest to us. As this one's knocked off the stick. Chance again. Cronin the high slot. Glove down by Lebick once more. So a succession of saves for Spencer Lebick as he keeps it scoreless for LMU. And LMU is starting to mount an attack and find an edge that they didn't have in the first 13 minutes to this one.
Yeah, and even though they started off slow, they got a lot of shots there, but beautiful goalkeeping by Lebick.
Up to the point, trying to send it through, but Cole Allison has a step now. Allison has help with him on his forehand, slid across, forehand, backhand, beautiful goal. So just as LMU seemed to find something, ASU shuts them down with a goal of their own. And they lead 2-0. Cade Gramlich, it looks like, got the finish off the pass from Cole Allison on the goal. It all started from a block shot. Great job by Cole Allison to close on his D-man and eat that puck before springing the 2-on-1. And Cade Gramlich with a beautiful forehand, backhand finish. Wet now have it pirouetting in his own zone, and he'll advance this one forward. Slid through the middle, bouncing puck, maybe a chance here for the Sun Devils, but it's cleared out. Hammering away at it there was Allison, but he couldn't connect. Allison still with it, thrown forward. Gramlich had it for a moment, but it was swiped away. Went sewing it in on the blue line there as he'll go north with this one. Sent below the goal line, right back to Wynn, a chance there, but that's shut down by Hahn. LMU desperately trying to get it out here, and they will. But this one might have the legs for icing. We'll see. Went giving chase. It just perfectly weighted, so it stops below the goal line. Went with it now, evades the defender, and snaps it north. Allison slips ahead, but loses possession, and now Went will give chase back to his own end. Hot on his heels is Baldwin. Shakes Baldwin with ease and kicks this one over to his partner. It's Riley Tallis. Sent on goal. Went gets a skate to it. It was sitting there for Baldwin, but he couldn't get a hack on it. As Pawlowitz tries to get it out, but it's an official there. Pawlowitz with it now, slips a hit, but loses his stick in the process. But some support there to pick it up. It's Rosenberg. Rosenberg takes the shoulder in the corner as well. Rosenberg with it now behind the goal line, protecting as he's sewn to the wall. Looking to keep it in there was Pawlowitz, but can't. 2-on-1 chance the other way. Baldwin, one of them. He throws this on net. That was Sierra rather, but easily gloved there by Spencer Lebick as he saw that one the whole way. So
yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Going to the fifth minute of the game, 15th of the game, technically. We've seen a lot of good goalkeeping by Lebic, and right when the momentum was starting to go towards LMU, they capitalized and looking to score here now.
So that last goal where they did capitalize, Gramlich from Allison and Urkanen. On that one, as Urkanen picked up a secondary assist. And ASU will look to continue to build on an early 2-goal lead here. 5 minutes remaining in the first frame. Morgan trying to slip around one, and he will. Offsides for the Sun Devils, though, so they will have to tag up. Now sent forward. Ubrig trying to lay a hit, but can't. And this one slid far side. Morgan giving chase as he has a body on him. Ubrig laying another hit there. That one works effectively as it creates a change in possession. Sullivan now picks it up, loses a tire, and sends this one forward. Both teams trying to pick up possession here in the neutral zone and get something going. Morgan with it now, but that's knocked away from him. Cobley will be the first one there. Cronin closely behind him. This one's sent up to the point. Chance for the Lions, but that one's blocked there in front. And this one's sent into the bench of ASU, so neutral zone draw coming, but both teams kind of coughing up the puck there a few times in the neutral zone and not controlling it quite as much. So we will go to neutral ice, and both teams will try to set something up here. One back by the Sun Devils, but a whistle follows shortly after as somebody jumped a little too early. Horner on the draw. He'll win this one back. Zettler the one with it. Sends it to Horner. Kicked out to Guz. Horner takes a hit. Guz still with it. Thigh slot. Good shot there, but a toe save. Rebound there for Horner, but he put it just wide. LMU trying to get it out of their own end now. Hemmed in there by Zettler. He flutters one into the zone as this one's attempted again to get out, but again held in by the Sun Devils. Going north with it. This one sent far side to Kaplan. Kaplan over to Zettler. He snaps it back to the other side. Guz with it now. Guz throws it away on his back end. This one will be fired right back up the middle to Zettler. Back over to Kaplan. Kaplan chips around one, and he'll keep going. Kaplan still with it below the goal line. Thrown in front, but that's batted away. Battling below the goal line now is Cohane. This one's sent up to Guz, and that's gloved down by Hahn. Sent far side chance for Guz, but he put it just over the top. Now with it's Horner. Good shift from the Sun Devil line here as Cohane will give press to it, and Guz will pick it up. Stepping around one. Curling back to his right is Guz. Sent through the seam. Chance for Cohane. Oh, what a block in front that is. Might have saved a goal there, as that was Sheely on the block for the Lions. Sent again in front. Guz this time pops the bottle. Third goal of the period for the Sun Devils, and everything seems to be going their way now. So it's Guz on the finish. Good setup there from behind the net. I believe it was Horner, but we'll get an assist on that momentarily. So that's CJ Lovell wearing number 3. As I said, don't have the smoothest numbers in the world tonight, but Lovell, one of the top scorers on this ASU team. That's his 4th goal of the season. 6th point for the Sun Devils, tying with Dylan Went now. Went with it now, trying to respond to that as he sent that one off the glass. Tallis now with it at the point. Slid across and sent back down low. Thrown through the middle. Good stick there, trying to keep it alive, but a great effort on the other side by Sidaducci to break that up. Sent far side to Tallis, and Went tips it right at the face of his head coach there and almost catches him. So 2 minutes flat remaining in the first period of play, and it's been a lopsided one at that. 3-0 Sun Devils, 15 shots for ASU and 8 for the opposition. Tallis kicks it to his stick and then kicks it to Gramlich. Gramlich on his backhand trying to pull through the middle, but that just gets away from him. Now with it is your Cannon. He goes up top. Wendt keeps it in. Good look to your Cannon on his backhand. Now below the goal lines, Gramlich back to your Cannon. Up to the top is Wendt, trying to wire one through but can't. Sent far side. Wendt gets a stick to it again, and this one sails into another bench. So we will get another whistle. 30 seconds ticked off the clock since that last whistle. And ASU has all the momentum in the world now, and what seems like this game, but also their season, trying to tack on a 4th win to an already 3-game winning streak. Sent up the wall. Now far side. Good keep there by Palowidis. He throws one in the net, but that trickles just wide. Sent up high. Morgan with it now. Morgan pulling to his forehand, trying to chip it down low, but can't. And now Morgan with it. He kicks it to Copley. Copley slid ahead, doesn't connect with anyone, but Palowidis will find it in his glove. Trying to sachet around one, but can't quite get it. And knifed ahead. Now with it now is Badame. This one sent through the middle. Here's Rosenberg trying to step around one, but to no avail. Palowidis over to Badame, sharp angled shot, but that's knocked down by Ethan Hahn. So just 46 seconds remaining in the first period. ASU with an offensive zone draw, trying to build on an already hefty lead. And they'll win it back here. Racing to get there was Morgan as he goes to Copley. Copley sent through, and that one's tipped just wide. A good look there from Badame to direct that one on goal. Rosenberg now trying to find Badame, but can't quite find his tape as the Lions look to transition. With it now is Friedman. He threw one to the front, but couldn't find anyone. And a quick spring now for the Sun Devils as this one's hammered back forward. Friedman might have had it for a second, but couldn't hold on. 15 seconds remaining as Palowidis sends this one all the way down. Badame giving chase. He lays a hit. 8 seconds remaining as LMU tries to get it out. Rosenberg maybe with a chance in front. On the back door, Palowidis last second sitting there with the wide open net. But time runs out. A last-second goal by Copley, but well after the buzzer, so it will not count. And through the first period of play, a dominant period for the Sun Devils. 3 goals for the Sun Devils on 18 shots, and all 8 shots from the Lions have been stopped by Spencer Lebick between the pipes. What are your biggest takeaways from that period, Aiden?
Well, I think it has to be Lebick's goalkeeping. 8 shots, no goals is pretty solid. And on the other side for LMU, even though they've let in 3 goals, some solid defense. I've seen some physical play by them, laying hits. And what about you? What are your takeaways? And also I want to ask a question. If you're the LMU coach, what are you saying in that locker room?
Well, you've dug yourself a bit of a hole here heading into the second period and those first 20 minutes. So you need to find a way to get it out, but it's got to be a next shift mentality. Have to find a way to just worry about the next shot, the next shift, and slowly claw your way back into this one. But we'll have an ice cut here before we can see LMU's response to the 3-goal first period from the Sun Devils. So we'll be right back here in 15 minutes.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period. where players dash with skates aflash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Third period, last game in the playoffs too. Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of a hockey stick and a one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the home team wins the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad they had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black.
I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes.
I see a line of cars and they are painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back.
I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day.
I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black.
Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black.
No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning sun.
I see your dirty face hide behind your collar. What is done in vain? Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie, live a lie, live a lie. And you take your time, and you do no crime. Well, you made your bed, I made mine.
Welcome back to the Macy Iceplex here at Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona. And on the heels of that dominant period by the Sun Devils where they lead 3-0, a penalty was assessed to Peter Colieris for unsportsmanlike conduct. So ASU will start the period on the power play. 2 full minutes as the penalty occurred when there was no time left on the clock. So, Aiden, ASU obviously had a lot of success in that first period. How do you think they continue that success?
Well, let's start with the fact that they are on a power play, correct? So they're going to have a 5-on-4 action for the start of this second period, which gives them all the opportunity in the world to grow this lead to 4.
Trying to build the lead to 4 here. They are already up 3-0 after the first frame and have looked rather dominant, but we'll see what the second 20-minute period brings. As here they come the other way. Horner with the chance around the net, but he'll just hold on to it. Horner still with it. He'll leave this one behind. Trying to get there was Cole Allison, but it's knifed away from him. Lebick will play it behind his net, leaving it for Tallis. And now Tallis will look to pick it up. Moved over now. With it is Horner. Horner tries to send it down. Good forecheck there by Gramlich. And now Horner picks it back up. On his backhand up to Tallis. Over now to Horner on the flank. Zip through the seam. He finds Guz, but couldn't get the shot away. Rather, that's Lavelle. Lavelle with it now. He moves this one down low. Allison zips it up to the point. Tallis slap pass to Horner. In front chance, but Gramlich couldn't put it home. Horner now with it to Tallis. Over to Allison. Great puck movement here from the Sun Devils on this power play. Up top now with it was Horner momentarily. Now Tallis lets one go, but that's blocked by a Lion. Allison over the top. Slid down to Gramlich, pulling to the front. But the net's kicked off, and the puck's knocked away from Cade Gramlich, and we will get a whistle.
30 seconds remaining on that power play. ASU having offensive zone. Wow. An offensive zone. What am I trying to say? Save me.
They had the puck in the offensive zone for quite a bit of time there. Great puck movement from them and creating a lot of chances on the power play, but 30 seconds remain. Their second unit hops over the boards, and they'll try and capitalize here as Rosenberg picks it up. Rosenberg with it still. He'll go down to Pelwa. That's Liam Cohane, rather, wearing somebody else's jersey. Down to Cohane. He steps around one and takes a hit. Trying to get it out there for a second was Friedman, but couldn't. Battling in the corner now. This one will find its way up top to Went. Went over to Rosenberg. Rosenberg lets one go. That's blocked by Sheely. Rebound chance was there, but it's knocked away by Hahn. LMU back to full strength now, out of the box, as they kill off that power play successfully and now try and mount an attack. Trying to step around Rosenberg there, but couldn't, as he has to drop back to D. Cohane with it now. Cohane with speed across the red line. Trying to beat Felton wide, but it's knocked away from him. Went and picks it up. Cohane cycled down to Rosenberg. Rosenberg on his forehand, still with it now, as he continues to carry it before moving it to Dylan Went. Went banks it to Rosenberg. Trying to get it down low there to Zettler, but he can't quite get it there. Moved ahead. Maybe a chance here the other way. Chance for LMU in front. Oh, what a save! Unbelievable save by Spencer Lebick, sticking the paddle out and swatting that away as that one had eyes for goal. Still a chance here for LMU as they're trying to claw their way back into this one and dig themselves out of this 3-0 hole. ASU trying to respond and build on that breakaway save. Cobley with it. Cobley sends one from an off angle, but that's deflected out of play by Hahn. So 3.5 minutes off the clock here in the second frame. 19 shots for the Sun Devils, 11 for LMU, and a big save at the other end by Spencer Lebick.
Yeah, great save by Lebick on the other side of the ice. as ASU's defense continues to look strong.
Battling in the dot here, and this one's hammered into the glass. Batted down by Cobley, but he can't keep it in. Now is Allison trying to go forward with it, but he can't get it out. Again, the Sun Devils try and cross the blue. They will this time, but again turned over before it's hammered down. No icing here, and Toon Sun Devils are on the attack. Friedman with it now. Dragged down there, arm in the air, gonna have a penalty. Now Lubrick in front throws one on net. Lubrick still with it behind the net. 2 LMU bodies on him. Sullivan trying to come and support. Here comes Horner straight off the bench. Another penalty may be coming as Horner was dragged down. We'll see what the ref decides on that. For now, Horner lets go one, and that's blocked by Baldwin. Looks like it's just going to be one tripping call, but some chances there for the Sun Devils 6-on-5, and they're heading back to the power play. It's going to be Gill serving 2 for tripping.
ASU, who was unsuccessful on the first power play, looking to grow the lead by 1 more goal to 4 and convert on this power play.
Sierra is going to be the one serving for the Lions as Friedman got dragged down, and it'll be Horner, Allison, Friedman, and then up at the point, it's Lavelle and Tallis. Allison now with it. And here's Tallis up top. He'll be quarterbacking this power play. Finds Horner. Horner down low to Allison. Allison from behind the net. He moves this one up. Zip through the seam to Horner, but he can't catch it cleanly. Horner now trying to backhand one over to Lavelle, and he does. Horner once again up top. He'll rattle this one around the boards. Finds Cole Allison. Now it's Lavelle. Lavelle over to Horner, and that one's off a skate into the netting and out of play. So no real looks there. It's going to be a double minor as well. So a 4-minute power play as they did get both of the tripping calls on Somaliana, who is the one in the box. It looks like he's wearing someone else's jersey as well as early on in this year. Some confusion with the numbers, and this one's one up to the point. So 4 minutes of power play time here for the Sun Devils. Lavelle sends one through, but that's gloved by Hahn. He had Allison streaking for the net there.
Though early in this power play, what I've seen from both power plays so far is a lot of good puck movement from ASU. Moving it around player to player, trying to get an open shot to grow this lead to 4.
Getting the puck where they want it to be for sure, as here's Lavelle up top. Zipped over to Tallis. Tallis backhands it to Horner. Horner back up top, and now down to the other flank. Gramlich with it. Throws one on net, but Hahn's there. Allison now with it, trying to get it up to his point, but he's fending off a couple of white jerseys. Gramlich digging in the feet of Allison, and he'll get it out and go to Lavelle. Lavelle patiently goes up top. Good keep by Tallis there. Horner with it, back to Tallis. Slamming on the brakes, he'll look to reset. Kicked right back over to the wing to Horner. Now Lavelle with the shot, oh, and it's tipped in. A tough break there for LMU as a bit of an own goal comes, but CJ Lavelle will get a second of the night. And one power play burned on the power play goal by the Sun Devils, but they'll still have 2 full minutes to try and get another.
Nothing much that Hahn could have done there. Unlucky bounce right into the goal.
Tough break, and just seems like everything's going the Sun Devils' way as we are 25 minutes and 40 seconds into this game. 5 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock in the period.
Sun Devils goal, power play goal, scored by
Dylan Went going to bring this one back to his own net and control a breakout here.
number 13,
Went moved ahead.
Jason Horner.
Now snapped across to the far side. Looking to set up now. Went stepping into it. Lets one go over top of the net. Bounce off the boards. Oh, just wide there. Your cannon on the chance there off the bank on the glass as this one sent to Rosenberg. Cycled down to Cohen. Back up top for Rosenberg. Zipped over to Went. Went now walking, sauces it. Rosenberg lets go. A bit of a knuckle puck there, but that sails over top. With it now, sent back down low for Kohane. Kohane walking to the top, dances around one, but can't get the shot all the way through. Zettler now with it. Up top to Wendt. Wendt sends it through. That's tipped behind, knocks it down. Battling away is Liam Kohane now as he feels some pressure. Rosenberg in the corner. Up to the point now. Zipped over and back through to Rosenberg. Good puck movement from the second power play as well. 45 seconds left on the power play. Baldwin will get it on his stick and send it out, and Wendt will go chasing. So 30 seconds left. Maybe one more chance for the Sun Devils. Kohane with it now. Rosenberg with them. They stay on sides. Back to Kohane, but Friedman's there on the back check. Sent down Rosenberg from behind the net. Up to the point. Wendt lets it go. Glove save there by Hahn. 22 seconds left on the 4-minute power play for ASU, and they lead by 4. Now to a third unit of their power play. Maybe just a full line here, it appears. As I believe that's wearing number 86. I want to say that's Tyler Tremoroli. As this one's unloaded on, but Sullivan blocks it down on his own teammate's shot there. That was Zettler letting one go. Maybe a 2-on-1 chance. Chasing back now. Oh, great back check there to break that one up. Tremoroli with it now will snap it forward. Ubrick stepping through. Wentz there with them as well, but they're both off sides. And we will get a whistle and a neutral zone draw.
Yeah, and after that, now LMU is back to full strength. So ASU capitalizing on one of the 2 power plays that they had, which I would say is pretty successful for them.
Moves them to 1 for 3 on the night, of 33% success rate. And if you can maintain that over a season, your coaching staff is going to have no complaints. Rosenberg wins this one back. And ASU will look to get it out. This one's sent all the way down for what's going to be an icing call. So back to the other end for an LMU offensive zone draw. Offensive zone draw coming for the Lions. They'll look to win it back, and they'll win it forward instead. Wrapped all the way back around. Cobley's the first man there as he'll pick it up. Slid through the middle. Can't quite connect there. Looking for Powell-Wittis, and another icing call here. That's some miscommunication from the Sun Devils. And some sloppy passing gets them 2 defensive zone draws. Again, stepping in to take it is Rosenberg. Won by LMU once more. A thrown to the front there. Sitting on the doorstep, maybe a chance, but Cobley eventually gets it away. Cobley with it now. Pokes it ahead. Looking to help him out is Rosenberg, but he couldn't quite get there. Now the other way comes LMU once more. With it is Cronin. Cronin bringing it wide. Thrown to the front. Chance there, but couldn't pull the trigger. Rosenberg bringing it wide. Has the options with him. He'll kick it out to Powell-Wittis. Back to Rosenberg as Powell-Wittis gets it in the corner now. Trying to cycle it, but Cronin was there instead, and eventually it finds Morgan. Morgan goes up top. Rosenberg tries to send one through. That's blocked by Gill. Gill now trying to spring himself on a breakaway as him and Cronin have a 2-on-2 chance. Good stick there to break that up. That was Morgan. And a chance there for Rosenberg to spring Powell-Wittis, but they couldn't connect. And now here's Cronin the other way. Cronin cutting to the middle, and that's going to be a penalty there. Coming across, trying to lay a hit there. Can't quite make out who that is, but it's going to be a knee-on-knee penalty. We'll see if it's just a 2-minute penalty or if it will be a 5-minute game misconduct. That's Badame on who's heading to the box.
Sun Devil minor penalty, number 81, Tanner Badami, 2 minutes for kneeing.
So it will just be 2 minutes for kneeing, and LMU will head to the power play. Kaplan sends this one into the LMU bench, trying to clear it out, but instead we'll head right back to the offensive zone.
Yeah, and with LMU having a power play here for the next minute and 56 seconds, looking to try to chip away at this 4-0 deficit and get that goose egg off the board.
And you have to imagine they're going to be pretty aggressive with it, as no better time than now for them to start this attack. Sent down low, Cronin with it, but he loses it. Sierra with a great keep there, laying out to keep that one alive. Cronin sent to the high slot just wide there as Friedman had a look. Send out there, good job by Zettler to get that one all the way down the ice, and to play it now is Hahn. Left for Sierra. Sierra takes a whack from Allison, and he'll send it far side. LMU looking to set up, slamming on the brakes. Friedman had it for a moment, but it's taken away from him and sent all the way down again by Zettler. Finding his own net now is Cronin. Cranks one far side there, but that's going to go down for an almost icing. Good hustle there by Baldwin to keep it alive for LMU. Trying to get it out now is the Sun Devils, and they might have a chance here. With it's Morgan. Morgan bringing it around the net, or that's Allison rather, throwing it to the front, but couldn't find his guy. Now poking it at is Riley Tallis. Tallis trying to step through one, but can't find it. Atwell shovels it out now. Dylan Wentz there to pick it up for the Sun Devils. Nice move by Went. Chips it around another. Trying to lay a body, but Cronin steps out of the way, and Went will just take the puck instead. Went with it now on his backhand. Trying to protect to the outside. He'll wrap this one all the way around as he takes a hit. Sent forward by LMU. Atwell with it now, but that's knifed away from him. Allison with a good body positioning there to take it off the stake of a Lion, and Horner will try and go north. Went and Horner bank it off each other, and LMU is now on the attack. Again turned over. Here's Horner, but he loses it as well. And out of the box comes Badme. Then the Sun Devils are back to 5-on-5. Sent far side. Atwell trying to keep it alive. Taking off his stick. Tallis banging away at it, but he'll pick it up now smoothly. Sent through the neutral zone. As here's Horner. Horner steps around one, trying to do it with one hand. He lets one go. Oh, yeah! Horner goes bar south for the Sun Devils' 5th goal, and a beautiful one as they continue to dominate this one.
And wow, what a turn of events. Going from a power play, LMU looking to try to score and didn't get a single goal or a single shot on goal in that power play. And then immediately after the power play, Sun Devils go down and score.
So Jason Horner with the goal, and an absolute beautiful one. His 3rd point of the game, a goal and 2 assists for him as he's having himself a night. 3 points on 5 Sun Devil goals. Couple bodies battling away at it now as this one sent to the far side for Gramlich. Gramlich has help with him in the form of Cole Allison. Allison on his forehand goes up top to Cobley. Cobley tries to send one through, but Shealy intercepts. Now with it and sent far side all the way to Gramlich once more. Sent through the middle, Shealy blocks it again. McSorley now trying to get it out, and he finds Baldwin. Baldwin now, 1-on-2 chance for him. He throws a shot, but that's easily handled by Lebec. Now Cobley dragged down behind the net. No arms in the air, though. Will continue play. Skips over the stick of an LMU defender. Gramlich pursuing now, but a good job by Sierra. Into the feet of Sierra now as he'll throw one far side. And he finds a guy, it's Brown. Brown into the top of the circle as he sent it just over top. Deflected over top of the net now, right to Brown, as he'll try and find someone in the high slot, but can't. Sierra unloads one, and a block there with the stick of Allison. Now rimmed all the way around, getting a stick to it there momentarily, but Allison trying to take it away. Stepping in and out is Gramlich. He keeps it in. Gramlich on his backhand. Poling still on his backhand, trying to go back to his forehand and throw something in front, but couldn't quite get all of it. Gramlich now throwing to the high slot. Chance up top for Zettler. Allison on the half wall now. Sent to the middle for Gramlich. That's turned over to Brown, and now Zettler will give chase back to his own end. Allison with it. He coughs it up. And now a bouncing puck in the neutral zone goes in favor of LMU. Here's Brown. Brown sent far side. Chance there for Friedman, but he couldn't keep hold of it. Zettler with it now. Banked up north. Allison can't quite get it all the way forward, but just enough to where Cronin has to regroup. Sent forward. Digging away is Rosenberg. And now coming away with it is Badame. Badame across. He lets one go, but it gets stick there by Felton. Powell-Wittis rims one down. Skips under the stick of Badame, and Felton will pick it up now. He takes a hit from Powell-Wittis, and a bounce here the other way. Here comes Friedman. Friedman, Brown with him. Zipped across to Brown. Brown tries to let one go, but he couldn't get it off. LMU maintaining possession here. Here's Felton. Felton sent far side and touched to the middle. And now on it is Zettler. Kaplan with it now. He sends one on his backhand. Rosenberg had it momentarily, but turned over a chance there in the high slot. But again, LMU fans. Rosenberg now trying to get it out. ASU feeling a little bit of heat. He finds Badame. Badame throws an off-angle shot, and that'll just rattle into the corner. ASU on a change now, trying to get it out as LMU and catch him, but they can't, as McSorley will throw it back the other way. Went looking to do it himself. Now here's Dylan Went. Steps around one. Trying to dance another there, but a good body by Sedaducci to break it up. Friedman giving battle. He has Went in support with him as well. Felton comes away with it as Went backs out, and he'll send this one out. Maybe a chance here for LMU as they have a chance to score. A skipping puck for Dylan Slazeman, and he capitalizes on it, and LMU's on the board. It's 5-1.
Felt like there was a lot of time with no stoppage, and LMU capitalizes on that shot and scores to get the lead down to 4.
And
Continue. You can go.
And it kind of looked like it was the end of a long shift for whoever was on the back end. I couldn't quite make out who it was, but a foot race that they lost leads to the chance for Slazeman, and he puts it home.
Absolutely.
One forward by ASU, trying to answer back to that call from LMU. Lavelle with it now on his forehand. He kicks it back to Tallis, who zips it over to Went. Top two defensemen out there for the Sun Devils now as here's Lavelle. Knocked off his stick, and LMU trying to build on some momentum here. Lavelle takes it away from one and zips it over to Went. Went trying to use his legs now. Went slips one hit but takes a tumble, trying to keep it going. Sierra's there and good support by Horner. Went now in the corner. He'll send this one far side. Lavelle has it on his backhand now. Trying to knife it ahead as Tallis throws this one into the bench and out of play, and we'll get a whistle. 3:49 remaining here in the second period as time has been winding down. And 5 goals still for the Sun Devils and only 1 for LMU. 27 shots to the 15 in favor of the Sun Devils. Trying to build on what was an ever-growing lead as they had 5 unanswered, but LMU finally on the board due to Dylan Slazeman. Chance now here. 2 bodies on the ice. Coming away with it is your Cannon. Sent through, but that's blocked down by Sierra. Again, trying to send it north. Cobley will pick it up. All the way back. This one sent forward to Cole Allison. Allison across the blue. Beats one guy wide. Looking for some help here. Allison still with it as he opens his hips. Over the tops of the circles now as he's drugged down. Throws one to the front, but knocked down easily. Cobley sent forward. Gramlich with it now, trying to slide it there to your Cannon, but couldn't connect. again sent forward. Both sides trying to claim possession here as Brown has it now and enters the zone of ASU. Cobley sent far side. Gramlich was there but couldn't get it. And now a couple bodies dig away on the wall. Coming away with it is a white jersey, as that's Cronin trying to throw one on net but couldn't find it. Gramlich trying to avoid a stumbling ref there. There's 2.5 minutes remaining. The ref stumbles once more, and he appears to be in some discomfort. Sent forward now. Brown has a chance. One defender back. He sends a shot, but that's wide. Up to Felt now at the point. He throws one on goal. Rebound opportunity, but again, it doesn't get through. Powlowitz trying to go the other way. Great poke there by Badame. No icing here. Badame goes up the wall. Kick back down by Rosenberg. Will send a high one all the way forward. And it's kept in at the line. Trying to send it far side to Powlowitz, but to no avail. Rosenberg digging away at it. This one skips all the way down. They'll say Kaplan tipped it. It's on goal regardless, no icing. Sent forward by Lebick. Taken away from the Sun Devils now. As with it is Slazeman, the lone goal scorer for the Lions. Slazeman with it once more. Sent far side. On the back door. Big shot there, but that's right into the gut of Spencer Lebick as he'll swallow that one up with 1.5 minutes remaining. Something to note here, Aiden, just looking over at the bench of LMU is how short their bench is and how few guys they have compared to the Sun Devils, and how can that play a factor in this game?
Absolutely, you're going to have to change shifts more, and that leads to players not getting enough time to get refueled, and everyone's low stamina.
With a chance now, Sullivan was trying to pull it to the front, and it skips out to Tallis up high. Sent all the way down low. Sullivan on his backhand trying to move it, but can't. As this one's sent out by the Lions. Couple of bodies there for them, but bodies back for the Sun Devils as they'll shut that one down as the final minute has begun in the middle frame. Went leading the rush here. Went lets one go. Glove save there by Hahn. Quick flash of the leather from Dylan Went on the rush, and can't quite beat the glove hand of Hahn as 52 seconds remain.
Yeah, though ASU has scored 5 goals, they've gotten 30 shots on goal, so Hahn's still playing an amazing game between the pipes.
Hahn still made some impressive stops, and he's been peppered here as Friedman throws one on goal, but that's easily steered aside. Rubig's trying to poke away at it. Sullivan again getting in on the forecheck. Friedman now laying a hit. As the Sun Devils are building some layers here in the offensive zone, here's Dylan Went. 30 seconds remaining. Went throws another one on goal, but that's blockered away. Shoveled out of the zone by Shealy, and Tallis will have to chase it back with 20 seconds remaining. Tallis bounced forward. Went chips it ahead. Stepping forward, Sullivan, who chips it once more. Chance there briefly for the Sun Devils. It was Horner, but couldn't connect. 9 seconds remaining now. Maybe a last second chance for Tallis, but that's sticked away by Sierra. 5 on the clock. Sierra with it. Trying to lay a hit was Horner, but time will run out in the second period of play. So through 2 periods, the score is 5-1 in favor of the Sun Devils. 31-17 in shots. Also in favor of the Sun Devils. Goal scorers that period. Colton Lavelle got the scoring going in the middle frame for the Sun Devils, followed by Jason Horner. And then the lone goal on the board for LMU and Dylan Slazeman. Aiden, what are you expecting to see in this final period of play?
Well, if you're LMU, you need more shots. If you're going to score goals, it starts with shooting the puck towards the goal, and they've only done that 17 times through 2 periods compared to the ASU 31. So for LMU, it's just getting more shots up. And for ASU, just continue to play good defense. You have a good lead, just protect it and keep shooting and build that lead for insurance.
So ASU trying to hold on to a 4-goal lead, and LMU trying to dig their way out of the hole that they have put themselves in. Ice cut is ahead. We will be back here for the final period of play momentarily.
can I help you? Looked at him and said, yes, you can. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Hey, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. Now, ever since I was young, it's been my dream that I might drive the Zamboni machine. I get that ice just as slick as could be, and all the kids would look up to me. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. Now the manager said, son, I know it looks keen, but that right there's one expensive machine. And I got Smokey who's been driving for years. About that time I broke down in tears. 'Cause I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Late night, come home, work sucks, I know. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
Coming on to the light of day, we got many moons that are deep at play. So I keep an eye on the shadow, smile to see what it has to say. You and I both know everything must go away. What do you say? Spinning out that is on my heart. It's like a bitter light and a touch of dark. You got sneak attack from the zodiac, but I see your eyes spark. Keep the breeze and go, blow by blow and go away. What do you say? Yeah, you don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Dark necessities are part of my design. And tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Dark necessities are part of my design. Stumble down to the parking lot. You got no time for the afterthought. The light ice cream for an astronaut. Well, that's me looking for weed. Turn the corner and find the world at your command. Playing the hand. Yeah, you don't know my mind. You don't know my kind. Dark necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Dark necessities are part of my design.
Thought that I'd be better off if I were on my own. I try to put my finger on the moment we went wrong, but the taste turned bitter, so I pulled the trigger. Not so easy to move on. I guess I should have known. Ice cold, I freeze up when I see ya. Left you just to find out that I need ya. So far, I wanna pull you closer. I wish we could start the whole thing over. Ever since I left you, I've been trying to get you back, and it keeps getting worse. I'm burning on the inside, and the truth is that I didn't know how good you were until you were gone. Until you were
Welcome back to the Macy Iceplex here at Mold Arena, and 40 minutes behind us, 20 more to go here. Both teams are back on the ice for the third and final period of play. Aiden, the score is 5-1 in favor of the Sun Devils, and they almost have double the shots of the Lions as well in this one. How do they need to hold on to this league, and how does their mindset need to change being up 4 goals?
Sorry, say again? Sorry.
How does their mindset need to change being up 4 goals?
I'm not understanding.
We'll see what happens here in the third and final period of play as ASU gains the zone with a quick opportunity, and that's sailed over top of the net. Thrown to the front on the backhand, but that's easily paddled away there by Hahn. Sent forward. Heading the other way as the Sun Devils. Horner has it now. On his backhand, he leaves it. Zettler had it momentary, and maybe a chance here for LMU the other way. Brown has it for a second, but that's gloved by Frink on the rush opportunity. Or Lebick, rather. Sorry, reading the back of the jersey there. About 40 seconds into this one, and the first shot of the period goes to Loyola Marymount. Defensive zone draw for the Sun Devils here as your cannon is joined by Gramlich and Allison up front. Shot sent through just wide there. It looked like Lebick got a piece of it. Baldwin sends one to the front as well, but that's paddled away. Gill with it on his forehand. Tries to go up top with it, but it slips away from him. And Shealy will have to chase it back to his defensive zone. Now up the wall. And again, back in their own defensive zone is LMU. Tallis with it now. Sauces one far side all the way over to Gramlich. Gramlich on his forehand brings it around the net. Looking for options in the high slot. He goes over to Wendt. Wendt sends one through. Low shot there looking for the tip from your cannon, but couldn't get the angle right as this one sent right back down to your cannon. Through the same shot there from the high slot from Allison. A good look there by your cannon, but gloved out of the air by Ethan Hahn. 33 shots to the 19 of LMU, and the Sun Devils have looked really good here tonight, trying to build their winning streak to 4 and snowball some momentum in the early stages of this season. LMU sends it forward. Tallis tries to bat it down but can't, and Wendt will go collect it. Slavesman hot on his heels. Tallis sent forward. Paolo Wittes chips to the head. Batame, first one to the loose puck, kicks it up to the point. Wendt ekes it into the zone, just barely keeping that in. LMU trying to get it out here, but it's hemmed in at the blue line. Really good work by the Sun Devils here to keep the zone. Rosenberg and Batame working together on that. Finally, LMU gets it out, but Rosenberg with a chance. He slips around one. Rosenberg down low, pulls to his backhand, thrown in front. Chance there for Paolo Wittes, but a tough angle for him. That one's covered up by Hahn on the side of the net, and we'll get a whistle here. So 2.5 minutes into the final frame. Not a whole lot of action yet, but once again, the Sun Devils are back in their offensive zone.
Seems like they've been down there a lot throughout the entire game, holding possession for what seems like the entire game, but obviously hasn't been.
Sent through, but that's blocked in front there. And now a hit given below the goal line. A couple shots thrown between two players down there. Looking to get it out now is Sedaducci, and he flips it ahead. One man on here for Morgan as he sends this one across to Cobley, his partner. Cronin strips it from him. Now on the stick of Sullivan. Sullivan hops off his stick, but it finds Morgan's, and Ubrick now has it across the blue. Colin Ubrick lets one go, but that's an easy save there for Ethan Hahn, and he's had a couple early ones in this period. LMU has the latest goal, 5 unanswered from the Sun Devils until a response to cut the lead to 5-1 from LMU, and they're going to try and build on momentum and maybe find their way back into this one. But if not, at least try to make it close. Gill trying to send this one forward, but can't. Tipped out of the zone, but a good keep there by Morgan as he hems the blue line shut. Stepping into his Cobley, touch pass there. He finds Ubrick, throws one just wide. Sent forward again. Again, it finds Morgan in that right defensive position. As a couple bodies collide there. Ubrig was one of them. And now Morgan has it. Morgan throws one on goal. He scores! Morgan throws a prayer on goal from way outside, and somehow it gets his way past Ethan Hahn through a couple bodies, and just like that, ASU gets the goal back, and they still lead by 5.
Yeah, and that just adds to their insurance that they have. Just playing good. They need to play good defense for the rest of 16 minutes, and there should be no reason why they don't pull out with a victory here.
All signs pointing towards an ASU win with a 5-goal lead and 16 miles remaining on the scoreboard. See if they attempt to build on that lead here. Here's Adam Kaplan. Or Cole Allison, that is, on the goal on an outside shot. I believe there's 2 number 16s on the ice as well, which doesn't really help. I believe that was Morgan who scored the goal, but this one's thrown on net and out of play. I think Morgan's wearing number 16 on the blue line, and Allison is wearing it for the forwards. So maybe it was Allison, maybe it was Morgan, but it was definitely number 16 as it's 6-1. One forward here by the Sun Devils, looking to push it ahead, but can't. Kaplan stepping into one. That's tipped up high. Touching it around one there was Horner as he gives this one up top. Zettler sends it down. Cohane with that head fake. Trying to find options, looking to cycle it down, but it's taken off his stick. Cohane throws a backhand all the way across. Trying to knife it ahead there. This is Lavelle. And this one sent all the way forward as LMU looking to fly a guy to that far blue line. That was Friedman. Maybe trying to create some odd man rushes here, stretch the defense out. We'll see what they have in store. Here's Cronin now. Cronin with a little backhand toe drag as he dishes it up to Brown. Try and give it back to Brown, but he turns it over to Horner. And now a 3-on-2 the other way. Horner with Lavelle with him. Slips the hip check there, brings it around the net on his backhand now. Fakes a drop pass, still Horner with it. Down to the flank, trying to find a way to go back down low. Horner once more sauces it ahead. Chance here for Wendt. He puts one on goal, but it's stopped by Hahn. Lavelle at the end of a long shift here, applying some pressure. Wendt hops off his glove. Here's Friedman with a chance. Tallis last man back. Friedman does back end, driving the net. Off-angle shot, it's in! Friedman with the net drive, had a one-on-one chance with Tallis and takes a weird bounce off of Spencer Lebick, and they get one back. It's 6-2.
Yeah, now cutting the lead to 4, wiping out the goal to start the third period, back to where they started, still down 4 with 14 minutes left.
So down 4, back to where we started in this period, despite being 5.5 minutes into the period. So Friedman from Brown.
Hudson Brown and number 37.
So Friedman from Brown and Sedaduki. That's a tough pronunciation. Gramlich trying to step around one, but it's taken away from him. Went with it now. He shakes Slazeman. Wendt going to turn back and take the ice behind his net as he'll go north once more. Kicked over to Tallis. Wendt trying to join the rush as this one sauteed in the neutral zone. Your Cannon trying to get a beat on it, but can't. Below the bottom of the circles now as this one sent up to Tallis. Tallis across to Wendt. Wendt throws one on goal, but that's gloved down. Maybe one sitting in the high slot there, but in a bunch of skates, and nobody digs it out as this one's sent forward by the Lions, and it'll go for icing. So an offensive zone draw ahead for the Lions as they trail by, or for ASU rather, as they lead by 4. 38 shots for them to the 21 of LMU.
It's a good chance for ASU to put another one on the board and grow the lead a little more for even more safety and comfort.
Just try and possess the puck and get out of this one unharmed as LMU has sparked a little bit of late momentum here with 2 goals coming late. Can't afford to fall asleep at the wheel here if you're the Sun Devils. Puck in the middle now, sent to the wall. Cobley's there. Sent over to Morgan. Wearing number 16, as we mentioned. Trying to step around one, but can, as this one is knifed away. Batterman now trying to send it deep, and he will. Powell with us giving chase. Takes it off the stick of a defender, and he'll move this one low to high. Once more low to high to Morgan, as this one sent on net, but patted away. Morgan now kicks it back down to the half wall. Rosenberg with it now. Rosenberg dish on his forehand, and a shot there, but can't find its target. Zettler with it now. Below the goal line, he cycles it. Thrown to the front there, but that one gets deflected into the LMU bench, and we'll have a whistle. So still 6-2 here. ASU has had a very strong night, but some signs of late life from LMU here. They cut the lead to 4, but it's going to take a lot for them to get back into this one. Kaplan sends it below the goal line. Sullivan has it now. Trying to cycle it, but it's taken off of his stick by Felton. Felton throws it up the wall right back to Sullivan, who sends it in deep right back to Felton. And a hard hit there. Ubrig laying the hit behind the net. And now Sullivan with it. Ubrig with another big hit. As he's going to take a shot of his own, but making his presence felt out here late in this one with some physicality. Friedman now the other way. Sends one through, and that's blockered down. LMU trying to go north with it, but that's off a body. Can't claim possession as Kaplan goes D to D. Right back to Kaplan. Good regroup there from the Sun Devils as Kaplan will leg it. Shakes a couple defenders. Slips a hit. Kaplan still with it behind the net on his backhand. Waiting for some support here. He'll slam on the brakes. Trying to find one through the seam. But a good stick there from Brown to break it up. Now on the stick, Lavelle. Lavelle steps around one. Still wide with it. Lavelle throws a shot. But that one will wrap all the way around back to ASU's end. Lebick will go to play it. Backhands it over to Tallis. Uses his net as defense there. Close call to too many men, but a heads-up play by Liam Cohen did not touch that one. Not sure if it was intentional, but nonetheless, avoiding a penalty. Here he is now. Sent down low, and this will be picked up behind the net by Horner. Horner trying to pirouette through a couple defenders, but can't. And Tallis trying to keep it in, but he's unsuccessful as well. Lavelle with it now. Kicked over to Tallis. Had some help with him. Horner's driving. Flutters one to Horner, but he can't quite get a stake to it. Horner shakes a hit. Still battling for possession in his offensive zone. Now a chance in the high slot. Stepping around one is Lavelle. Looking for the hat trick, and he scores! So Lavelle with his third of the night. It'll be a hat trick for him, and back to 5, the ASU lead goes. It is 7-2.
And man, how important is that goal to give him another goal of insurance and a 5-goal lead? And something to look at is ASU has shot 20 more goals than LMU. And what does that have to do with the score of the game?
Almost double the shots for ASU, 41-21. And a lopsided stat. It'll go to Rosenberg. I don't know if he got a piece of it. It'll be Rosenberg from Horner according to the score sheet, but chance here on the doorstep, and they score again. This time it's Zach Cannon, and the lead grows to 8 as this one is starting to get out of hand. No handshake lines anymore for the Sun Devils. They'll head right back to center ice and just try to get on with this one, as they now do have double the shots of LMU in a blowout, and what's going to be a blowout win for them. Behind the net now, thrown in front, and in this third period, Aiden is when you can see this short bench start to show for the LMU Lions as we get a whistle here.
Yeah, absolutely. We commented on it earlier, but your players aren't getting enough time to in between each shift to kind of gain their energy back. When you look at ASU, you have so many men that can help out their teammates and give them time to rest.
It's 4 full lines of forwards, 3 full lines of defensemen for the Sun Devils. And on the other side, what looks to be maybe 2.5 lines of forwards and 4 total defensemen for the Lions. And once you get into the late stages of this game, it can really show. Here's your Cannon with it again. Slid right back to him in front of the net as that one's just covered up by Hahn. And we will get a whistle. Just 9:23 remaining in this one as the score is 8-2. And these two teams will face off again on Sunday as well. 12:15 p.m. puck drop, so an afternoon game for both sides as LMU have a chance to regroup and get their lungs back for their second matchup of their series and try and claim a series split against the Sun Devils, who are going to be trying to extend their winning streak to what will likely be 5, barring a miracle here for the Lions. Rosenberg picks it up in the corner. Walking up high with it, he tries to find a man up top and maybe a chance here for LMU. Cronin with the shot and that stopped. Or Caloaris rather with the opportunity there, but good save there by Lebic. Badame trying to kick it forward and can't find his own stick as LMU looks to regroup here. Batted down briefly by Rosenberg, but it squeaks through him. And LMU on the attack now, but good interception by Cobley. 3-on-2 for the Sun Devils the other way. Cobley with it. Cobley thrown back toward, good defensive stick there. And the whistle as the net was kicked off. And we will get an offensive zone draw for the Sun Devils. So those last 2 goals ruled Rosenberg from Horner. I thought that it was Lavelle, but maybe Rosenberg got a piece of it. Horner with his 4th point of the night. A goal and 3 assists for him in what has been a very good game. And then the one to follow, your Cannon from Gramlich. Sent below the goal line now. From behind the net, trying to send one forward, but can't. Now up top is Zettler. Thrown to the front there by Palowidis, but it's deflected into the glass. Now with it is Rosenberg. Rosenberg trying to corral him in the corner, and he will. Cycled down low. Palowidis slips a hit. Battling for it still. Palowidis comes away with it, and Rosenberg picks it up now. He's sealed to the wall, but a great job to break free and get the pass off. Rosenberg with it now, just possessing the puck, just owning it in the offensive zone. Zettler now, he'll send one through, and a good save there by Hahn as he seals the 5-hole tight. Battling away at it now. Palowidis looking for an opportunity. Badame coughs up possession, and this one's flipped out of the zone by the Lions. Trying to transition quickly and avoid a change. Badame is going to be the first one there. Badame, not a lot of help. He'll just throw one on net, but that's blocked. Still with it is Badame. Thrown to the front there for an opportunity, but couldn't put it home. On the half wall now. Stepping to the middle. Zettler throws one on net, but that's off the chest of Hahn. Kept in by Kaplan as he gloves that one down, and this one will go all the way back. No icing on the tip. Brown in pursuit here as Zettler can't beat the race to him. Ubrick steps around one, and here's Friedman with it. Friedman trying to find Sullivan, but they can't connect. Puck in the neutral zone now. Ubrick pokes it ahead. Went with it, goes over to Tallis. Tallis right back to Went. Trying to use his legs now is Dylan Went. Cutting through the middle of the ice, here he is. Pulls up on his backhand and he loses possession. Here comes LMU. Maybe a chance the other way. Friedman might have a step, but Tallis gets there first. Good hustle by him. Friedman battling for possession on the wall, and this one's kicked through to Went. Went takes a spill. Friedman with it now at the top of the circles, and it's knocked off his stick as well. Friedman again with it. Ubrig on his heels, and he'll just send it in deep. 5.5 minutes remaining in this one. Went chips it ahead, and Shealy keeps it in. Went gets it out, and Sullivan might have had a step. Here's Ubrig now, but he's tripped by his own teammate. Sullivan will pick it up. Thrown to the front, but that's paddled away by Hahn. As a couple bodies go for a change, and Colby lays a big hit. He's going to go to the box there, but stepping up to lay the hit, and he's going to get a roughing call. And at this point in this game, it feels a little unnecessary, Aiden.
Absolutely. No need for that. There's no need for that. You're up by 6.
I imagine that's why the ref called it, just because the time and manner of it in this game. 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Evan Cobley will sit 2 minutes for roughing.
Time of the penalty, 5:11 remaining in the third period. Your Sun Devils are on the penalty kill.
Up to the point now, LMU looking for some positives to take away from this one. Here's Gill. Kaplan in hard on the penalty kill as he runs into his own net. Zettler on Gill now. This one cycled down. Kaplan will be the first one there, trying to send it out, but didn't get all of it. This year's Atwell. Your Cannon pinning it on the wall, trying to eat some clock here, and Allison's there to support us. He'll chip it around one. Cole Allison might have a step now. Brown in pursuit. Allison takes a tumble there. Wants a call, as I'm not sure what call he's looking for, but Allison takes a spill into the net. It looked like Brown might have almost tackled him there, but Allison slow to his feet. Still getting to his feet is Allison, as we'll hope he's okay, but he's off the ice in his own weight. And appears to be okay, which is good. Offensive zone drop for the Sun Devils as they're still on the penalty kill. Slamming on the brakes is Similaloy. And now cutting through the middle, but that's taken away. Here's Horner with it now. That's Powell his far side, but he can't maintain possession. He'll just flip this one back to his own end and try and kill some time. Zettler the first one there. Sent over to Kaplan, trying to go north, and Paulides will tip this one out. Hand pass, though. The Sierra made a leaping effort to keep it in and played with his hand. So 50 seconds remaining on the Sun Devil penalty kill, and 50 seconds for LMU to try and capitalize as 4 minutes remain in this one. No shots yet on this power play for the Lions as well. LMU looking to set up a controlled breakout here from behind their own net, as Paulides will just fly by. Sent in deep here by Cronin. And this one sent below the goal line now. Baldwin with it, digging below the goal line, up to the point. Now it's Cronin at the half wall, up top. And now zipped over and across. Sent far side. Cronin bumps it ahead. Sent far side once more. Chance here from the slot, they score! So LMU with 9 seconds left on their power play get their third notch of this matchup, and they trail by 5 still. It is 8-3.
Yeah, and that was LMU's second power play opportunity of the game, and that was their first shot on power plays and a goal.
So they're 1 for 2 on the night, though. So despite being their first shot on the power play, it ends up in the back of the net. ASU looking to respond. Your Cannon stepped up on, but he slips that hit. Sent far side. Salas steps into one, and that one's off a couple of skates. Up top for Went now. Sent right back down low. It's your Cannon. Went walking in. Lets one go, and that's blockered down by Hahn. ASU still with possession, 2:45 remaining in the third period. Kick down the wall. Tallis pulling to the middle, pretty move, opportunity, but it just wide. Would have been a highlight reel goal for Tallis, but couldn't find his mark. Stepping in now is Allison, and that one goes over the top of the net. Wen trying to get it deep, and finally he does. But that one's into the netting and out of play as Gremlick sent that one away. So 46 shots for the Sun Devils, 23 for the Lions. And Aiden, with these two facing off again on Sunday, what do you think LMU needs to change to put up a better fight in that matchup?
I think, in my opinion, they need more urgency on offense. Only shooting 23 goals, or 23 shots on goal compared to the ASU 46. That needs to be a little closer and tighter.
And that one's tipped in. Sullivan, I don't think he realized he really did that, and might have, but beautiful tip at that, perfectly into the bottom right corner. And he gets one right back for the Sun Devils. Their lead's back to 6. That last LMU goal was Peter Cavallieris from TJ Cronin, and a power play goal. One back. Morgan with them now.
Drake Sullivan. Sullivan assisted by number 86.
So that one's going to be
Andreas Friedman.
Sullivan from Friedman for the Sun Devils' 9th goal. And we saw 10 goals from the D2 team before this. Can we get 20 total Sun Devil goals on the night?
That'd be insane.
There's a lot of goals in one night for the Sun Devils. As Friedman wins it back, and this one's sent off the glass. Sullivan trying to get it out. Not quite able, and here's Friedman. Friedman stepping through. He's got one man to beat. Puts a shot on, but that sails over top of the net and into the netting and out of play.
And earlier you asked me about what I think LMU should do differently. And on top of just the offense being more urgent, I feel it would help their defense out if obviously they shot more goals, but if it's also just the fact that the amount of goals the goalkeeper is seeing. So if defensive players could get in front of those shots, help out their goalie a little bit. 48 is a lot of shots to save.
Almost 50 shots on the night for the Sun Devils, and a staggering mark at that, as we have some discussion between refs here, and maybe that was the last puck. Had quite a few go out of play, as we have a bit of a relay line there to get it back to the ice. Minute 44 remaining in the third period, 9-3 the score, as score sheet has been filled tonight. In both games at that, as Cobley kicks this one to his stick. Sent in by Rosenberg. Bounces off the side of the net, and LMU will pick it up. Batame pinned to the wall now. Palowittis digging away at it as well, but Batame comes away with it. Thrown to the front. Chance there for Rosenberg, but he couldn't get a stick to it. Now maybe a chance the other way. Gill with a shot on goal, but that's shut down there by Lebec. Well, Bick hasn't seen a ton of action in this third period, only 6 shots, and assuming they don't get 4 more, that'll be 3 periods with no double-digit shots for the Sun Devils, or for LMU rather. Palowittis with it down the right flank. He dekes one guy. Batame bats one, swinging at it there. And an attempt was, I believe, Cole Allison, as Owl takes a tumble, and now it finds Zettler. Palowittis now, 30 seconds remaining in this one. Palowittis taking some shots as he's grabbed by his helmet. And 2 guys are tied up, and it appears that nobody wants any part in that, as an LMU player grabbed Palowittis and then proceeded to stick his arms out as if he had done nothing. So it looks like LMU is going to get a penalty. It might be offsetting here, but it's rather redundant at this point as 24 seconds remain, and it's 9-3. But Palawidis will serve for one side, and on the other, that's Sedaduki. So 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey, or rather 24 seconds, as that's all that remains. Won by the Sun Devils as they have it now. Kaplan playing a bit of forward here to end this one. 4-on-4. Has experience playing forward and defense for Travel as well. Played in this building last year for the Junior Sun Devils, so something to look out for as the season continues. But that just about puts a bow on this one in what was a blowout. The Sun Devils dominated start to finish. Final score at 9-3 in favor of the Sun Devils. 48 shots for ASU to the 23 of LMU. And Aiden, what a performance by the Sun Devils, and a big win for them, moving their winning streak to 4. How are they going to continue this come Sunday afternoon?
I mean, if you're going to put 48 shots on goal every night, I mean, that's obviously what you're going to look for. Scoring 9 is not too common, but if you can keep doing that and keep scoring high amounts of goals, there should be no reason they can't keep this up.
So both Sun Devil teams claim a win on the night. D3 with the final score of 9-3 and 19 total goals between the two teams as they will both search for the sweep and to continue their winning streaks come Sunday. D2, I believe, playing at 9 in the morning, followed by D3 at noon. So action coming at us on Sunday. Same two teams for both sides. But until then, I've been Easton Stockford alongside me in Long Break. Huge shout out to Sheelan Davis as well for manning the camera tonight. He was a huge help. But we will be back here on Sunday on the other side of the sheet at Mullet Arena. We thank you guys for tuning in. We would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. But from the Macy Iceplex here at Mullet Arena, we wish you a good night.